at his time. They left him. Many of the scholars, they said and they agreed to what the Mu'tazila are saying, by their lips only, of course, not by their heart. But Imam Ahmad refused. And they took him to the jail. And he went through a lot of things. They would beat him until he would faint. This is Ahmad ibn Hanbal. And you know what? When they were taking him to the jail, he said, there was only one thing going into my mind. How will I endure the pain of the whip? Because I've never been whipped before. So what feeling? The moment he entered the prison, you know, normally in prisons there are gangs, you know this? There was someone will be like a government inside. So the head of the prisoners, when Imam Ahmad stepped into the jail and the light is shining, subhanallah, oh, this is not the face of a criminal, right? A criminal is cut here, one eye, that's the criminal. So this guy is not a criminal for sure. So the reason they are bringing him here, that means he is straightforward. They want him to say something and he refused. So he came to Imam Ahmad. Imam Ahmad is thinking about what? The whip. And this man said, Sheikh, be firm. Don't worry about the whip. It's the first one. Then after that you don't feel anything. After that you don't feel anything. You know what Imam Ahmad said? فَقَوَّ قَلْبِي. He strengthened my heart by that statement. He strengthened my heart by that statement. Also, among the good news, my dear brothers and sisters, that this deen, the deen of Islam, you know the deen of Islam like what? Like the spring. The more you press it, the higher it goes up. Like a ball, bounce it, what will happen? Go up. You press Islam, or press the Muslims, see what will happen. They go back to the deen. That's why they say, what can we do for you guys? Because this is the secret. This is Allah's deen. This is the deen of Allah. Subhanallah. The negative image we have, the Islam has in the media, you can't doubt it. There's a negative image, right? And yet people are becoming Muslims. Why? Everyone says Islam is horrible, terrorists, all these things. And yet people are becoming Muslims. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people are becoming Muslims. Because people, they go, okay, let us have a look at Islam. What is this Islam? You are indirectly making dawah. You understand? Subhanallah. When one of them said Islam is beautiful, he didn't mean it. Islam is a good religion. Really? Why didn't you tell us a long time ago? And people start to read about Islam. Thousands of people are becoming Muslims. So listen to this beautiful hadith. And when you read this hadith, they strengthen your iman. They strengthen it. Listen to this. When the Prophet ﷺ said, لا يبقى على ظهر الأرض بيت مدر ولا وبر إلا أدخله الله كلمة الإسلام. No single house, whether it is built out of bricks, like the houses we have, or wool tents, nomadic tribes, on the face of the globe, except that Allah will bring Islam into it. No single house. Islam will reach every house. This is something Allah decreed. And what Allah decreed is going to pass. You cannot stop it. So this is the good news. That's why a Muslim should be always an optimist. The other hand, finally, for this deen. This deen will supersede everything, as Allah promised. It is Allah who sent His messenger. Bil huda wa din al haq. Allah sent His messenger with the huda, the guidance, and the religion of truth. لِيُظْهِرَهُ عَلَى الدِّينِ كُلِّهِ. So this deen will prevail over any other belief. So these are good news for the believers. In another hadith, and this is hadith, the briefest hadith in Muslim Ahmad, it's authentic. Another hadith, the Prophet ﷺ said, verily, Allah showed me the expanses of the earth, east and west. It's east and west. And He informed me that my ummah would spread over and possess all that I saw of the earth. Alhamdulillah. So the future for Islam, no doubt about that. Whether we're going to see it during our life or not, that's up to Allah. But we should strive and work hard to remain on this deen and remain and hold the robe of Allah. Should not let the robe. Hold the robe, that's it. And ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep you steadfast. Because there are many people, there are many forces pushing, pulling you here or there. No, stick to it. And ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep you steadfast. So strangers, my dear brothers and sisters, everywhere. Muslims are strangers among mankind. Everyone is labeling you extremist, fundamentalist, Islamist. Okay? Muslims are strangers, the true believers, among their own brothers, among the Muslims. You know, he is hardcore. So who's the softcore? Huh? If someone is abiding by what Allah said and what the Prophet, he's hardcore. The scholars are strangers among the people. The followers also of the Sunnah, they are also strangers. A person who's a stranger in his house. In your own house, you want to lead an Islamic life, your wife is the first one to stand in your face. Tells you, why you want to change our life? What happened to you? Who brainwashed you, man? Those guys you are mingling with? What happened to you? You were a nice guy before. Your wife is telling you to tell you that all the people, they are like this. Why you want to be different? Look around you. See our neighbor, he's a nice guy. See his wife, she's a normal woman. They're beautiful, charming. Why do you want us to be different from the people? My dear wife, this is haram. Now come on, that's too much. You know, Islam is easy. She will tell you, you are not living in our time. You are living in Bronze Age. Somewhere. You're not living in your time. Children, they say, Daddy, things have changed, Daddy. Okay, right? See? Let us be like the kids. My dear children, I'm responsible. I love you. I don't want you to go to hell. So if I don't take care of you and protect you from all this corruption, I will be in Jahannam. I want to protect you, my dear children. Because that's what Allah commands me. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you who believe, qu anfusakum wa ahlikum nara. Save yourself and save your families from a blazing fire. Its fuel, وَقُودُهَا النَّاسُ وَالْحِجَارَةِ, whose fuel this blazing fire, men and rocks. Do you want to see your child in Jahannam? Do you want to see your sweetheart in Jahannam?